Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Another 30% of landlords are considering leaving the rental market. Should you care? Why would you even care about a landlord after all? This is important, this video, and I think if you rent a property, own a property, or you want to be a landlord, I think you should watch this video just to really understand what's going on in today's market. Now, as always, if you haven't done already, do subscribe and hit the bell notification. We're on the way to 18,000 subscribers now. I'd love it if you could help us get there, and smash the like button, tickle the like button, just do something to the like button. If you love landlords, hit the like button. If you don't like landlords, tickle the like button. That really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and it will help us get more views on this content. So what's going on? Why would landlords want to quit? Cool, because landlords are all multi-millionaires, right? Well, no. A lot of landlords only own one property, and that's a problem, because if you get a problem with one property, it's 100% of your asset and income that has an issue. It's better if you're a portfolio landlord, and it's better if you own it in a company rather than in your personal name. So what's against landlords at the moment? Well, legislation is really against landlords at the moment. There's been so much legislation over the last few years that's been hitting landlords very, very hard, and it really isn't making them want to stay in the market. First, there's interest rates as well. So interest rates have gone up. Now, maybe you understand or don't understand how this impacts landlords more than most. So let's just say you own a residential property. The interest rate that you got is 5%, and the bank puts the interest rate up 1% to 6%. Your mortgage doesn't double in that instance. It might go up 15%. But if you're a landlord and your interest rate goes up from 1%, which many were on, to 2%, you only pay interest only as a landlord, and so your payment doubles. That's a real problem for a lot of landlords. And in fact, a lot of landlords have had their mortgage payments triple. And that just means that something that was working and making profit now doesn't, so they'll sell and get out of that market. Next is Section 21. So Section 21 is no fault evictions. That means that for any reason you want your property back, you can get that property back. You can just serve a Section 21 notice. That tenant has to then leave within that desired period of time. Now, Section 21 is controversial. Some landlords use it in a really underhand way just to get rid of people, then put someone back in at high rent. That's not great to do that. But it gives landlords some protection if they get a bad tenant, because it can be difficult to prove if you've got a bad tenant. Maybe they're antisocial, causing problems for other people in the block of flats, example. It can take a long time to get them out. So Section 21 gives you that protection. Now, the government's taken that away, but they are improving it. So if you just want to get rid of a tenant just because you don't like them, you're not going to be able to do that. And that, I think that's good. I think that's a good thing that you can't then do that. However, if the tenant is in arrears, or they're damaging your property or causing an antisocial problem, you'll actually be able to get them out much faster with the new government rules. So a lot of landlords are scared that this is going. I don't think it's such a problem, because you're actually going to be able to get someone out faster that is a real issue, but someone that's not an issue and you just want to get rid of them to put the rent up to someone else, you're not going to be able to do that. I think that's a fairer system, in my opinion. Next is Section 24. Now, Section 24 is the tax that a landlord pays. Now, any business, I've been in business for 25 years now, you pay tax on your profits, right? So I used to sell iPod cases as my first business. You'd buy it in from the supplier, you'd sell it, and the margin is what you'd pay your tax on. Landlords pay tax on the gross sale price. So if you get £1,000 in rent, you pay tax on £1,000. No one does that. No self-employed person does that. No plumbers, no shops. It's the only business in the UK that happens to. It didn't used to happen like that. This is a new rule that's come in at the same time as all these other problems, which is another reason why landlords are leaving. Next is EPCs. Now, in the Renters Reform Act, they've said EPCs are not going to be necessary. You're not going to have to get it to a certain standard. You're going to have to have one to rent the property. So the person renting knows if it's energy efficient or not, same as if you sell it. But it was going to be the case that you had to get it to a level C or above in order to rent it. They've abolished that, but a lot of landlords are still unaware of this because they don't read the news or they don't watch channels like mine. They're unaware of it, and so they still feel it's coming, so they want to leave. Or they feel the Labour Party is going to get in, reinstate this, and that's a problem for them as well. So EPCs are an issue. And so why do you care? Like, why do you care? You're not a landlord, or you maybe you want to be a landlord, or you rent. Why should you care? Well, the problem is a lack of landlords has already shown rents skyrocketing. Rents have got absolutely crazy. They're going up faster than inflation at the moment. And a rental increase is an increase that will stick forever. So it's not something like a price of cheese or eggs that might go up temporarily and then drop. If a rent goes from £800 to £1,000, that's the new level, and rents will only go up from there. It's very unlikely sometimes, but unlikely it will drop again. So this is the problem. So I know in the comments on this video, there's going to be lots of people that say, stuff the landlords. That's their problem if they can't make this work. But those people also want to have affordable rent. Now, what's the solution to the problem? Well, the solution is one thing that they've done already. They've already improved the EPCs, right? That's improving. Next, I don't think the Section 21 is such a big problem. I think more landlords just need education on it. Section 24, that one's not good. So maybe the government could look at some legislation on that. Interest rates are going to start improving. They are already. But the biggest thing that could help with all of this, with house prices, with rental costs, is the government to build more properties. We don't have a real plan of action in order to build the properties that we need. And without houses, we've got a growing population, rents, house prices, all of this stuff is going to continue to rise. Yes, short-term house prices might drop. Long-term, they're going to go up faster than ever unless the government does something and builds more property. We've got immigration. We've got people living longer. All of this stuff together is a recipe for a really, really hard time for people moving forward. So what do you think about all of this? What do you think about landlords? Do you think that they should get some help as other businesses have? Or do you think they should just be left? And if they want to leave, let them leave. Let me know in the comments. Keep it kind though. And do, if you didn't earlier, subscribe and hit the bell notification. As I said, we've got new content every single day on this channel. We're getting 600,000 views a month now, which is insane. Smash the like button. And while you're here, go and check out this video right here.